We might have brought in all these new players, but of course, Ji Sung-yeom is going to score.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit, and welcome back to Ulsan, where in today's episode is quite an exciting one really. The return to the Champions League. We're going to take a look at our transfer window, and we are now the new South Korea manager. We've finally done it, our first experience as an international manager. We're going to get our Champions League campaign underway. I think it will be the one game today, a nice episode to ease in, but we have a lot of things to go over in this episode. So where do we start? Probably as ever with our form since last time out, where we got where would it have been? It would have been was it this game here? Yeah, it was the Daejeon game, and then the Seoul game. We've had quite a few games. In total it's been around 13 games. We've made it to the FA Cup final, Korean FA Cup final. We play against Daegu, obviously having an incredible season for themselves. 5-2 win in the quarter final there, and then a 6-1 win against Jeonbuk. I think we're back, ladies and gentlemen. After the game against Seoul, we had a 4-2 loss against Daegu. Didn't go on to lose in the league for I don't know how many games. So we didn't lose in the league until we lost again to Daegu. We had good big results against a number of teams. Busan, Gimcheon, Seoul, Eland all winning by with 4 goals. Daejeon, we dropped points there. Jeonbuk, we got a win against Pohang 5-0 in the derby. Dropped points here against Incheon and Asan, two decent teams. And then Seoul, we managed to get a big win over Daegu. We lost to, which was frustrating really, but now we find ourselves at this point against Sydney FC, Niigata and Buriram United, who find themselves in our group. In all of that, and amongst all of that, we have our final. It's across 2 legs, which is, I don't know why they do that, to be honest, but the second leg being at home. I don't know if I will show that. I might do potentially. We could show the second leg and this game against Niigata, as you can see there. Potentially, we'd have to see really. But yeah, those are the 3 teams. We've got Sydney. We know about them already. Quite a very very good club, and it's nice to see them in these ranks. We competed quite heavily with them when we were with the Melbourne Victory. Niigata, they are a team in Japan who've had an amazing few seasons. Really, as you can see, never really been contenders for the title, and then in the last few seasons have done very very well. 2 league titles they picked up there. Is it their only 2? Yeah, their only 2 J League titles, and have done very well. And then Buriram United, who we played against last year. It's a much more competitive league phase, you feel, and hopefully we can go on and advance. Now, the next thing we look at, I think we go to the South Korea page. We are now South Korea manager. Their World Cup campaign, it went alright, but it was nothing incredible really. A 2-0 loss against Italy there, as you can see. A 3-0 win against Costa Rica, which was expected really, but then they lost to Nigeria, only just crept through really, and lost to Brazil in the end, just like the 2022 World Cup. Turkey went and won. It was held in Turkey, and Turkey went and won it, which is definitely interesting to say the least. But yeah, the manager went after that point. He'd already been there like 3-4 years. As you can see here, 2 friendlies. I think they were going to do a cup, but I don't know if it's going ahead. The Asian Nations Cup, is that no, that's the Asian Cup. It was the East Asian Cup, I think, was going to happen. I know it wasn't. It's going to happen at a later date. South Korea do very well in this, but the focus is now to that Asian Cup, seeing what we can do. 3 times in a row Qatar have won it. We want to try and hopefully dethrone them. Is it only 3 times? Yeah, it is. So they've clearly had a good few years over in Qatar. So we really want to go and dethrone them there and see what we can we can go and do. So it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully we can get the win in that tournament. If we don't, then we don't. Maybe we hold the job until we can. I don't know. We'll have to see. We've not been too strict in our timing, so if we want to hold the job, we always can. It's every 3 years now, so it would be quite a while, but not as long as 4 years. And whilst we're building our way up in South America, should we win the Asian Champions League this year, we can also go and win that Asian Cup. But no reason why we can't go and do it in this campaign. So we are South Korea manager now, which is very interesting. We'll get to reunite with some former players, but also some players from our Ulsan team, hopefully. Now, if we go and take a look at the team here, it is in a better position. It might not look like it here, but that is because we have just played like a few days ago. The date is 15th September. We played yesterday against Daegu. Unfortunate loss, really. The league table, as you can see there, it's looking not too bad. It's a very, very competitive top four. So if we don't come away with the league, then we don't. But it has been a very competitive season. We split off into the so we have our final game there, and then those games will be insane. Really, I think these set of games here. It'll be, if you had 5 games on, and then we have the Asian Cup. For us as a manager personally, the next 16 games, it's 16, and then however many it is to win the Asian Cup, which would be 7. So the next 23 games, I think, are probably some of the best games we might ever play in the Pacific Pursuit. I will try to show you as much of that as possible. In terms of how I'll do that, I think how it's going to be is it will be like a South Korea section. It might be a South Korea special where for a few episodes we just show the Asian Cup, and then we'll go back to the group phase, maybe the FA Cup final. So we've got this game here, and then we'll have these 4, and then these 2 I'll probably show, and then the Asian Cup starts after that, I believe. If you're going to take a look, the Asian Nations Cup starts 2nd December, so I'll probably show from that point. So we'll have the FA Cup, the league phase. We should, if we do well, already know if we're through. I mean, we have Buriram United and Sydney FC, who I think it will be more between us and Niigata, not Sydney FC. So if we can get that league phase wrapped up early, there is a second place qualification, but if we can get first place done early, then we won't have to think about it. And then we'll have that section where we go into the Asian Cup, see what we can do. I'll probably group a lot of it together. It might be 3 episodes, say, should we go and win it. It will be intense, but it will be good to see how it'll work out, because we'll have to do it 2 more times for the Copa America and also the World Cup, so it'll be interesting to see how I'll manage that. And the new learning experience, the team in this transfer window has improved vastly. 5 signings we've made here. As you can see, some players have left us, or 1 player has left us. Kenny has gone over to Beijing there. As you can see, a good move for him, I think. We got a lot of money out of him, 1.2 million. We signed him for, how much was it? It was on a free transfer, actually, so we made a profit off of him. It's a shame it didn't work out, but I guess not everyone does in the end, really. The 5 players we have brought in, it starts with Sung Ho Yom. He's gone to our youth ranks as of now. I think I signed too many players, a lot of domestic players. I think they're all South Korean players. 4 of them are South Korean players who we brought in. He's gone to the youth ranks. He comes in from Daegu. We're trying to stop Daegu by literally buying in their players, and he's played a lot of games there. Now he goes to our youth ranks. I think we can bring him up. He's agreed to be a squad player, but I think we will move him up. He is getting time with the youth ranks, but we've got a lot of depth on that left side, and the next player who does bring us more depth, whereas he's down here. No, he's not down there. Where is he? He's here. Here he is. From Busan comes in Jin Ho Park. He's another South Korean international. Busan, as we said, looking like a very good player who can play in various positions, which is why I think we're opting for him at the moment over Sung Ho Yom. But I think we'll promote him, actually, because he will definitely get minutes now that I think about it. We are getting injuries, and players are rotating when we need them accordingly. I think the minutes are being distributed a lot more evenly now, so it makes sense. We'll bring him up there. The next player we've brought in from Jeonnam, as you can see there, Dongmin Kim. Jeonnam are in the 2nd division, but Kim is looking like a very good player. Lots of potential, overall really good abilities. He's playing in a role that we might not typically play, quite an anchor player, a deep line, not even a D, but he's like a 3rd centre back is what he does, and I don't think it's something we've tapped into, but he does come in there. Chen Zheng comes in. He came in as a free agent from Sydney FC. I think they've lost out on a good player there. He does look quite good already, 21 years of age, 3 caps for the Australian national team on a free deal. I tried to sign him a while back, but couldn't bring him in, and now we get him on a free deal. A decent player in the middle there. And then Min Woo Park comes in, our new number 10. He's competing for places in that those attacking roles. You can see we brought in quite a lot of defensive depth, but also the attacking depth has improved a little bit. He looks like a really good overall player. Also coming in from Daegu, so 2 new players in the bid to try and stop them. They are first. It's changing all the time. I mean, if we go and take a look at past positions here for the 4 teams, You can see all the time that we've all been first at some point in this season. We've had the longest stint at first, actually, which is surprising. It started with John Buck, then it was us who went top this week. Apparently a team didn't go top in this week. I don't know what happened there, but it might have just been an odd match week or something like that. But we stayed top here for a while. Did no one literally go top? No one went top there as well. I don't know what's happened there really, because these were down here. But I don't really know. I don't know what's happened there. But anyway, we had the longest stint. Then Daegu, then John Buck, and then Seoul for a while managed to get up, and now it's Daegu. I think the favourites are probably Daegu. I don't know what happened in their summer. If we take a look, it's John Buck, then Ulsan, then Suwon, who are nowhere to be seen actually. They've got a really good midfield there, and Bai, who we could be looking to bring in. As you can see there, he must have, is he coming in January? If we go and take a look, he must have just recently come in. As you can see there, yeah, it does look like he did. Seoul and then Daegu in 6th. So quite a discrepancy into where they are favoured. I think we can catch up. We've been giving them a tough test. It feels like our team, we're inevitable. We might have a bad spell of form, but we always come back and can climb up, and we will put pressure on. Going into that group phase, I think we can go and maybe just steal it at the end. Daegu and Seoul getting away a little bit. John Buck, though, have been there as well, and we've also been there. It's a very interesting time at the club. We've strengthened the team. We're in a much better position. Let's get straight into it. Our Champions League Group I game against Sydney FC. After that, it's Suwon and then Egypt in a friendly. The Champions League will have the Group A, I think it's called, if we go and take a look. The Group A phase, what is it called? Yeah, Group A phase, where hopefully we can win the title. We are well clear in the Champions League spot, so it should be wrapped up. 2 games more if we just manage the position we're in. 2 wins and we are into the Champions League. What a time to be an Ulsan supporter, eh? Let's get straight into it. The first game against Sydney. So the team for this game against Sydney, you'll be pleased to know we also have the welcome return of Ki Hwan Kim. He returns to us finally. It feels like it's been forever. I don't know if he'll get a starting role, which is a bit of a shame really. We obviously know about that incredible season he had, those 22 goals, as you can see there. But he's in the team and he's scoring as well. He got his first goal the other day, and he's not been with us long since June, but he is in this team. And he also contributes to the depth that we now have. The team starts with Yang in goal, backline of Meli, Fabrizio, Jinho Park, who has an absolute header on him, by the way. Lee misses out. He's been out for international duty and now he's resting. Garcia alongside them. We've got Shin, Pacina, Igarashi in the middle, Kim Hun on the left, Ji Sung Yom on the right, and Sung Chul Kim up top. What a team. Kick-off here in this game against Sydney. Once again, like when we were playing against Japanese teams. I mean, we will have to here, but we're going to have to set the tone against a former rival of ours, I'd say, in Sydney. The game's quite a tough task, the 2 big cities in Australia, in Sydney and Melbourne. We're going to have to set the tone, as Melly does well here, to win this ball back into the middle. Igarashi's on the ball. He beats his man, and he has the shot, and it's a good save in the end from the Sydney goalkeeper. Quite the travel we will have had to make today to get down to Sydney, but can't complain really. It's going to make for a good game, and I think we've got a really good team, and we've done exactly what we need to. That South Korea job. The team, I feel, is very healthy. We brought in some very good players. One player is going to be leaving us, Pacina. I don't know, it was a bit of a weird one with him really. He's already agreed. I tried to extend his contract, but they wouldn't let me. He said he couldn't extend any more than he already had. I don't know why, but he's already agreed to Al Shabab, I think it might have been, or somewhere like that. It's Al Khalid where he's going to, which is a shame. We have to lose out on him really. I would have kept him because he's a very experienced player, very good player who's been of service to us, but I guess if we can't keep him, we can't keep him. We lose a header at the back post. Poor, really. Quite the tall player we lose out to, but we should be doing better on that, really, as we go 1-0 down here in this game. What can we do, really? We have to go and see what we can do in the remaining part of this game. But yeah, it's a shame we lose him. We've got Chen Zheng, who can come through. He's born in China, Australian national, but he's got the name Chen Zheng, which does feel Chinese, but apparently he's not Chinese at all. If we go and take a look at his information, he is born in Gannan there, as you can see. He's also fluent in Chinese. I don't know if this is just his Chinese name. His full name is Zheng Chen, as you can see there, Chen Zheng. But I don't know really. It's an interesting one that as we go to look what he can do in this game. He is a good player, but with the competition in midfield, naturally you'd think he would take over from Pessina, but I wish we could have kept him. He's such a good deal. We brought in on a free, and to lose him in that way because we couldn't extend him. And then when we could extend him, actually, he wanted ridiculous numbers, so he couldn't do anything about that. As of course, Ji Sung-yeom scores in this game. We might have brought in all these new players, but of course, Ji Sung-yeom is going to score. It's 1-1 here in this game, and now we need to go on a bit of a charge. Every point counts, when we said we want to get that wrapped up nice and early this league phase, so we can have the game tomorrow against Daegu, and hopefully I'd like to think it'd be a draw, and then we have the game at home, because when we played the Champions League 2 we had that at home. You'd like to think that could potentially be the case for us, and then we go into the other group phase game and wrap it up hopefully against Niigata. It should hopefully be a game where we get it done nice and early, and we have nothing to concern us really. Kim Hun with an effort, and Sung Chul Kim, he's offside, he wins his header, but it's not going to mean anything in the end, as we put in a good first half. Really, I don't think the scoreline is really a good reflection. We've just lost out on a header. Should be defending better, but as I've said once again, I don't think it's a true reflection of the way we have played in this game. As 50 minutes goes, we've not had much of the possession, but we've created a lot more chances. One thing I've just thought about is it'll be interesting to see what we do with that South Korea team. I'm not familiar with any of the players at all yet, so it'll literally just be a bit of a one-off thing, but we get international management experience. I think it's a very unique factor of the Pacific Pursuit that we've not yet tapped into, so definitely something that will be interesting to see. And how I'll manage that, we will have to see. Here's Ji Sung-yeom coming in, has a shot, and of course he scores. Ji Sung-yeom, 20 for the season. It's Pessina with the assist. Shame we lose out on him, but one person who won't be leaving us just yet is Ji Sung-yeom. It's 20 for the season, 2 in the Champions League, and that is hopefully the game wrapped up if we can hold on, or we might lose out on another header here. That's exactly what happens, and that is 2-2 now in this game. 2 headers. We have to be doing better, really. We are. I think we were very good at the headers. Fabrizio is a very good threat. He scored quite a few goals, but also Jin-Hoo Park is very good at them, so it's a shame that we lose out really. But once again, I don't think we've been playing bad. He's gone for a little low header, it's not like he's reached up for it, and I think that catches teams out a lot. It's quite effective really when you think about it, and that's what's happened there once again. Well, it didn't happen in the first one, but it's happened there definitely. Here's Jakey Shin into Fabrizio now. He'll go across to Jin-Ho Park, and Fabrizio the return ball. Rodolfo regen, or maybe Fabrizio is Rodolfo is a Fabrizio regen. In either way, I think Fabrizio has become a very good player, a staple in this team and in this back line, as it falls over to Garcia now. Garcia down this right side. Garcia and Melly, by the way, early cases for the team of the Pacific. Very, very good plays. It's ball in the middle here. Kim Hun is going to have to win his header. That has got to be a penalty. His hands are all over the place. He's practically caught the ball. It could even be a red card here. Never seen something like that happen. But I mean, it's an interesting one, really. What's happened there? The decision is penalty given, and Ji Sung-yeom is going to have the chance to wrap up his hat trick here. He steps up for the penalty, and it's saved. It's oh wow! I can't believe that. What is an emphatic penalty into the top right, and the keeper's caught it somehow. I don't know what's happened there. I really don't. We've created 2.5 XG and we're still not leading, but we're going to come on the attack here. It's Igarashi who's going to play it into Melly now. Back to Melly, who's going to go into the middle. Igarashi cuts in. He has the effort. It's a save from the Sydney goalkeeper, who we have to say has been tested quite a lot by us, but he's pulled off the saves. We need the 3 points in this game, really. We really do. So we need to make the most of it. Away from home, the reverse fixture against Sydney, and then you start to think we will have this league phase wrapped up. It's Jakey Shin back to the Ji Sung-yeom it was, and he's not able to finish in the end. He blasts it over, and now it will be on to the remaining 20 minutes of this game. I think we had a game similar last year where we were in this position where I feel like we were much better and just didn't come away with the result. We're going to look to make a few changes. I think we'll bring off Sung Chul Kim. Ki Kwon Kim, can he go and make an impact? Imagine that for a story. Then we bring on Cho Ho Choi, who's been quite impressive. He was doing very well the last time we were on an episode. And then we'll put Jin Hoo Park onto that left side. He can't obviously play in at left back. And then Dong Min Kim in at centre-back, see what he can do. There's 10 minutes remaining in this game. Is there a winner, or is it going to be a frustrating opening day, really? It feels like we've just not taken the chances we need to take it here. Garcia plays ball in near post. Who can get up for it? It falls back to Ji Sung-yam, and it's clear who's going to get there. It's Ji Sung-yam, who's been excellent in this game as ever. He comes to win this ball. It's Jin-Hoo Park now, who goes to Jakey Shin, Fabrizio, Ji Sung-yam, all combining. Garcia, Kim is in behind. It's Choi who's going to have the shot, and that's the goal to win us the game here. What a move it is, and off the bench, Cho Ho Choi has scored to make it 3-2 in this game. We have done it. We've led 3 times now in this game. We just need to hold out, but that should be the game wrapped up. Just don't concede any corners and we should be good. Everyone's involved in that. Couldn't get me words out. Ki Hwan Kim was involved. Cho Ho Choi with the winner. The full-time whistle goes, and that is a very, very good display in the Champions League. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave with this and I'll see you again tomorrow, whether it's Ulsan or the South Korea job. Thank you. Bye bye.